Hello everybody, and what is going on? This is Marcus and we are back with another episode of Marcus on Top. In the last two episodes we featured that Assist Dark Void team, and yeah, quite a few people in the comments asked for more serious teams. So I thought to myself, which serious teams do I have that is like fully standardish and I don't know, it doesn't have like many surprises, for example, and I decided to go with this team. However, as you're also seeing in the comment of the day coming out from Voided Note here, a lot of Void going on in the last few episodes, and so I thought maybe we could make some switches to this team. And yeah, the big six, you know, if you see them in preview, you should probably have a plan, and I'm thinking about, you should know what you should pick, probably. However, we could maybe use that to our advantage, but yeah, we will see how this match unfolds. Matchup is against a Ray Ogre team that also, just like Conti's and Eli's team, in case you followed VGC News, which is a new format that I put out the first episode just yesterday. Yeah, check that out if you want to be up to date about tournament results and what else is going on in the scene. And yeah, so Conti and Eli both used Kangaskhan in their Ray Ogre teams to get first and second place respectively in the Arnhem Regional, so yeah, that's quite the trend right there. But yeah, let's see, what can we do here? I mean, obviously, Ray Ogre cancelling out the sun and then water type attacks to threaten our ground, that is something to keep in mind. But can we actually just go ahead and lead with Xerneas Smirgle? Or do we want to go the casual route with Talonflame and Salamence? But yeah, you know what? I think we're actually just going for this type of team. And yeah, we're actually screwing up in preview, and we actually picked Salamence and Kangaskhan. So, do I want to restart recording? I probably should. Oh well. Let's see how this goes. Maybe just having Smirgle and Xerneas is enough to win us this matchup here. As we do see double Genie coming out from my opponent. Gotta love it. Thunderous and Landorus coming out here. So, what would be the obvious move? Probably to go for a follow me, you know, draw away any attacks coming out. But yeah, we can kind of abuse that to our advantage and set up Geomancy turn 1, I think, since we do have this voidless moveset on Smirgle that you probably just saw. But yeah, I will elaborate on that in a little bit. So we do get off that fake out on the Thunderous, and it's actually Rocky Helmet Thunderous. Interesting choice here. Rock Slide is coming out, indicating a choice Scarf on the Landorus, so as long as we don't flinch here, we should be fine, but we do flinch, of course. Defense goes up, and speed goes down. So, I do think that with this +2, we should be able to take an attack coming out from that Thunderous. So, he might want to taunt us. And we can use that to our advantage and go for the White Guard here to block Rock Slide from flinching our Xerneas again. And there is the taunt coming out onto the Smirgle. But hey, what is that? We do have the Mental Herb. So, Dark Voidless Smirgle with Mental Herb. That is something I took out of Tony's book, the former Japanese national champion, and yeah, finished in the top 4 of Worlds last year. Yeah, we had this friendly battle, nation friendly, I guess, between Japan and Germany at the very beginning of the year. And yeah, he brought a team very similar to this one to the table. It was the first time that I saw the Big Six on the same team together. And yeah, I really liked his team back then, and I looked into it a little more. I talked to him about it as well. And yeah, I copied some stuff that he had, and this was the moves that he used there. So he didn't have Dark Void. And now I do think we want to draw away a potential Thunder Wave that could come out from that Thunderous, and I guess we do just Dazzling Gleam here as well to maximize our damage output. So yeah, this is what he ran. Okay, actually withdrawing that Landorus, so maybe Moonblasting could have been something, but let's see what will come in there. It is that Rayquaza, so Dazzling Gleam will do a ton of damage. Probably knocking it out unless it has the Focus Sash. So, and the Swagger is coming out. Wow, okay, so my opponent really desperate right now. Doesn't really know what to do here, and I'm guessing that has to be Focus Sash on the Rayquaza, because else we can just pick up the KO right here. And yep, there's the Focus Sash, and I'm guessing... Oh no, we saw the Rocky Helmet on Thunderous already, right? So Moody now gives us the speed back that we lost before, and accuracy drops. But yeah, we are confused, so... Yeah, my opponent can just Extreme Speed the Smeargle, and then also just Thunder Wave the Xerneas, probably. Or Swagger the Xerneas. So I don't really want that to happen. Oh, we could actually Spiky Shield. Wow, that would be so cool. Spiky Shield to KO the Rayquaza. From the Spiky Shield damage, if it goes for the Extreme Speed. So, and if we don't get it off and Smeargle faints, that is fine as well. We will get a free switch into Kangaskhan probably. We do get off the Spiky Shield though, so let's see if my opponent actually went for that Extreme Speed. He did not Mega Evolve. But okay, no Extreme Speed coming out. Swagger and Waterfall onto the Smeargle though, and that will mean the end of Rayquaza. So Rayquaza goes down here. I'm not exactly sure what he was looking for. Maybe predicting Ground to come in there, I guess. And speed drops once again, wow. So yeah, Moody doesn't really make too much of a difference on the Smeargle, since yeah, the only attacking move is Fake Out and we can't use that anymore, obviously. So, yeah, he brings out Landorus again, but I think as long as we can pull through Confusion here and either get off this Follow Me, or we need to get off the attack with Xerneas if Smeargle hits itself. If one of the two happens, or if Swagger misses, then we just win right there. Okay, so first chance for us. And we get off the Follow Me, so I think we probably just win the game right there. Yeah, he had to go for the Swagger and goes for another Swagger, but thanks to Follow Me redirecting that, we can pretty safely take that away. And Dazzling Gleam will definitely finish off that Thunderous. Let's see how much damage this is going to do to the Landorus, actually picking up the one-hit KO. Wow, so Landorus goes down, and... Huh. When I timed out in the preview, I was thinking like, yeah, maybe this will be like a very like uncompetitive battle having two Mega Evolutions in the back, but hey, this is the power of Smeargle Xerneas. Even without Dark Void, you know, you can just still go for that. And yeah, I had like a little bit of a like very short discussion with Lorcy Loves You, player from the New York area, I think. And yeah, basically was asking me whether I thought that, let's actually go off the white guard, whether I thought like what would happen with Smeargle and whether I could see like Dark Void ban coming at some point. And I was like, yeah, like I don't think, sorry, if he was asking whether I could see Moody ban coming. And I was like, yeah, like I can see Dark Void ban happening, probably. But I doubt that we would also see Moody go. And then I don't know. I was like thinking about to myself, what would happen if Dark Void was banned. And then I remembered Tony's team back in the day where he didn't even use Dark Void but had the Mental Herb set. And I don't know. I thought that was like a cool throwback and not necessarily like what could happen in the future, because if Dark Void was to be banned, which we of course don't know, but is probably in discussion right now, then yeah, you could run a set on Smeargle like this, and you just saw that in the battle. That was really effective. However, yeah, what you can't do is like trick your opponent into thinking that you will go for the Dark Void, because yeah, if Dark Void is banned, you don't have that, like, you don't have access to Dark Void anymore. And for example, in that battle, my opponent probably wouldn't have gone for the taunt on the Smeargle had he known that I couldn't have had Dark Void anyway. But yeah, that's just why I thought using this team would be cool. Also, I have a lot of other surprises here on the other members that you didn't see in battle just now. But yeah, let's continue battling, I guess. Next opponent, also from Japan, rating of 1771, I believe, has a dual primal team that is potentially Trick Room, or potentially has a Trick Room option here with that Whimsicott. Whimsicott not necessarily known as a Trick Room setter, but definitely, yeah, has the potential to. Or it could just also be a Tailwind team, kinda. So, we could pull off some nice tactics again with Xerneas, or we could also just lead off with Salamence and Talonflame, and I think that is actually what we are going to do. And then have Groudon and Xerneas just waiting in the back, and yep, I think that looks pretty pleasant. So, no Kangaskhan, no Smeargle. Yeah, I guess Whimsicott could have, for example, Safeguard. We do see the Kangaskhan coming out from my opponent, so Smeargle not the best pick here in this matchup. Also, Aegislash could, in theory, like probably have a Lumberry if any Mon on his team has a Lumberry. However, White Guard would have been nice against dual Primals and Landorus, but hey, let's see what Talonflame and Salamence can do here. So, opponent leading off with that Whimsicott Kangaskhan lead that has gained some popularity in Japan. I believe, yeah, like, it has some cool options, like, as I mentioned earlier, Tailwind and Safeguard, and, yeah, also the Trick Room, though, a lot of Whimsicotts carry Endeavor, so that is definitely something to watch out for if you're facing a Whimsicott. And, yeah, but also Grass Knot and Moonblast, or even, like, Grass Whistle are some nice choices. Yeah, I might actually want to feature Whimsicott in one of the upcoming episodes, but, yeah, let's see about that. So, I could just go ahead and Hyper Voice and use my secret move here with Talonflame, which is Snatch, and try to snatch the Tailwind from my opponent. Would he go for the Tailwind? Yeah, probably, but maybe also a Fake Out coming my way. However, yeah, I still want to try it. Let's see if we can get this working. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I want to have some fun with this Big Six team and added some pleasant surprises for my opponent, and one of them is Snatch on Talonflame. Now, for those of you that do not know what Snatch does, definitely go look it up. It's could potentially become a little bit bigger than it is at the moment, but let's see if it works right here. But we're just seeing the Moonblast. Oh, nope. That is really bad. Okay, Snatch not working here at all. That actually does some decent damage, and we do get the special defense drop, so Hyper Voice won't be doing as much damage at all. Not enough to bring that Whimsicott down to Focus Sash, and we also do see the double edge going into the Talonflame. However, thanks to the -1, we will actually be able to survive it. So, okay, Snatch didn't work out at all, but I guess, yeah, so Snatch basically can take over moves that your opponent is trying to use, like support moves, like for example Tailwind, White Guard, Quick Guard. Those are probably the biggest ones. But also some more move that people do not know about, so yeah, definitely try to check up on that. I could go for the Quick Guard and another Hyper Voice to take out that Whimsicott and block a potential Sucker Punch. And I think that's actually what I want to do. Yeah, maybe my opponent doesn't expect me to have Snatch and Quick Guard. And yeah, we do see the Protect coming out from Kangaskhan, though. Maybe that indicates a Tailwind coming out from the Whimsicott. And that would have meant that another Snatch would have been the play. He goes for the Tailwind. We could have snatched that. Dang it. But, okay, so we will at least take out that Whimsicott. And, Protect on Kangaskhan. That is actually something I also had on my team. But, yeah, my opponent also going with that. I think Protect on Kangaskhan is way more popular in Japan than it is in the Western scene. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's good, or that it's better than not having Protect, but I think it's certainly, yeah, like, interesting, and could, like, I don't know, maybe it's something to check out in the future. We do see Groudon coming out from my opponent here, though, so maybe that is actually a Rock Slide variant? I'm not sure why else you would send out Groudon here, because, yeah, but though, then again, yeah, we're such low health, I forgot. And yeah, he can basically knock us out with anything. So, yeah, guess I have to go for the Tailwind right here to counter his Tailwind, and I could go for the Brave Bird, but if he went for the Sucker Punch into Talonflame and knocks me out with his Groudon, or I would just knock myself out from recoil, then yeah, he has the speed control, and yeah, knowing that we have Groudon and Xerneas in the back, yeah, we can't do too much against the Groudon that has speed control. So Groudon actually outspeeding the Kangaskhan right there. That is definitely interesting. Could indicate a bulkier version of Kangaskhan. So that would mean that our Xerneas definitely outspeeds that Kangaskhan. We could go into Xerneas theoretically and Moonblast, but it would be really good to know whether that's Kangaskhan has Sucker Punch or not. He didn't go for it just now. So we could have gone for the Brave Bird, but yeah, we don't know. So I think what we want to do here is switch into Groudon and switch out Salamence in favor of Xerneas, so that we have Xerneas available for later on. The last one from my opponent is probably going to be that Kyogre, so we have to watch out a little bit for weather control here, but having the speed control and having Precipice Blades on Groudon, which you will see in a bit, the moveset, yeah, that should mean that we should be just fine. So yeah, I actually want to switch Salamence out into Xerneas, and now you see this nice moveset that I have on the Groudon. That is actually what I gave a friend of mine. I think, yeah, he used that. Parengan used that to get top 8 in at the Arnhem Regional. Unfortunately, though, he was not able to attend the top 8 because I don't know what happened there. But yeah, like it was a 2-day event. Top 8 happened the other day, and he drove home over the night, and then he didn't come back because there was some, I don't know, car troubles or whatever. But yeah, so this is a pretty cool set that I tried a bit, and he actually goes for the Protect here with his Groudon. So as long as we can hit this Precipice Blades, this would be really nice. No Sucker Punch coming out though, and Precipice Blades hit. Okay, that is really good. That should KO. Yes, even though my opponent is probably bulky, as you saw, Groudon once again outsped. And yeah, no Sucker Punch coming out though. I'm not really sure what that Kangaskhan set is about, but I definitely would have Sucker Punched there. Though maybe that was too obvious or like too predictable for my opponent's taste, so he didn't go for it. So we do have Salamence in the back, and we probably like we will have speed control for the remainder of the match. Our Xerneas is faster than both Groudon and Kyogre naturally. Our Groudon is max speed, so worst situation is this a speed tie right here, and then Salamence will outspeed both these guys no matter what. We have 30 HP left on Salamence, so I doubt we would yeah, survive double edging that Kyogre. So he protected his Groudon the turn before. Something I could go for is just Geomancy up here and Precipice Blades. Though maybe that is a little bit risky. I could also just protect. Yeah, I could go for the double protect, stall out the Tailwind right here. I think that should be the last turn for him, and we have one more left. And if he protects with his Kyogre, for example, then next turn we could double into that, for example. But let's see, he probably just attacks though. Okay, Earth Power into the Groudon and Water Spout. So now we will have the speed advantage for this turn, and since both his Groudon and his Kyogre are special, I think I will actually just go for the Geomancy and another Precipice Blades. I don't really see the need to switch out into Salamence to reset the weather right now, since Precipice Blades will hit both for good damage. And yeah, his strongest move that his Groudon has right now is Earth Power. And if we can get, like, for example, Salamence in after he KOs our Groudon, then he doesn't have any way to touch our Salamence with his Groudon, and it just makes things a little bit easier. And yeah, I can just set up Geomancy right now, since both his mons are special type attackers, and even if we miss Precipice Blades, we could still win here, I think. But we double hit here, actually, wow. Precipice Blades, 3 out of 3 in this game, and that does a ton of damage to both of them. So that makes me believe that he was probably indeed like timid, for example. So yeah, going for the double protect was necessary. The only thing that could really happen now was like I don't know, Scald crit burn or Ice Beam freeze is what I was saying, or what I wanted to say, but nothing of that happens, and yeah, Salamence can just switch in and Dazzling Gleam Double Edge will clean up this game. So the big six are still out there. Yeah, I don't know. Used some interesting choices here on this team. Didn't get to feature, like, it didn't even get to feature all of the interesting stuff, like Substitute on ground, for example. But yeah, I hope you liked this game, or those games, as my opponent is drawing it out just a little bit longer here with the Protect on his Kyogre. But I don't think that he has like secret plan to come back from this one. So yeah, that went pretty well. In the first game I got to show off that really interesting moveset that Tony used back in the day. Or like, what I'm saying back in the day, like exactly around 2 months ago. And it's still effective in this format, so now he forfeits. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but hey, we take base. So, 2 victories in today's episode. I hope you like that. No Dark Void today, so yeah. I definitely had fun playing with that team again, and yeah. If you like what you saw, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel. I will leave the link to VGC news in the description as well, so definitely check that out if you haven't, and yeah, see you tomorrow for more battles.